Hey guys, Jordan from Condo here. Today I am going over the Sky Tower project at One Yonge. Currently my absolute favorite development in the entire city of Toronto for a number of reasons that we'll get into. Some new and updated renderings, and we're going to get into pricing and everything like that. I'm going to try to keep this video short and concise. So let's get into it. So first rendering here is obviously from the lake. Looking north, you can really get the stature of Sky Tower. It is going to be the tallest residential tower in Canada. It's 95 stories in total. This is obviously, if you were north, looking to the south, to give you an idea of the three different phases, the heights, and of course, a lot of units get at least a partial lake view in these developments because we are close to, we're obviously very close to Queen's Quay. So the Toronto Star building is staying. There's an office building addition in addition to that, and then this piece of land is up against Lakeshore. So one more rendering to help get our bearings here. You can see the Pier 27 development to our south, and then the three phases, as well as the large podium that kind of wraps around all three buildings. That large podium is where all of the retail is going to be housed, as well as the path connection. So amenities at Sky Tower, there are a lot of them. Just going to go over a couple really quickly here. One is obviously you have a full gym, fitness studio, and a spin studio. And an outdoor pool and hot tub, saunas, lounge, that kind of thing. And a beautiful party room. All right, quick facts about the development. It is 95 stories, making it the tallest residential tower in Canada. 10 of those stories, the ground floor up through floor 10, is a hotel. No word on who the hotel is going to be. Obviously, marketed occupancy is for November of 2024. In reality, we're likely going to see it a little bit later than that. I would say sometime in 2025, just because it is obviously 95 stories. It's quite an architecturally challenging build. So I would be anticipating some delays. Maintenance fees are estimated to be 67 cents per square foot. The hotel and the condo corporation are entirely separate. So there's no financing concerns. And if you purchase a unit here, you'll even notice on your agreement of purchase and sale that, for example, if you buy on floor 60, it'll say floor 50 because the first 10 stories are actually hotel stories, so they're not included in the condo corp. Amenities include the outdoor pool and hot tub that I showed, terraces, barbecues, lounges, saunas, a large gym with a yoga studio, spin studio, games room, party room, indoor kids play areas, and study rooms and dining rooms. So here is a top-down sort of bird's eye view of the project. You can see exactly where it's situated. The Toronto Star is to the south on Queen's Quay, and then we are just north of Harbour here. So it's 3 towers in total, about 2,500 residential units. There's 80,000 square feet of amenities. There is a 50,000 square foot community center on the southeast section of the podium. There's a 250 room, 10-story hotel in the Sky Tower build. 160,000 square feet of retail space, so a ton of boutique high-end shopping along the ground floor along the podium. You have a direct path connection, which I'll circle on the video to give you an idea of where it's located. So it's on the second floor of the podium. You have direct path connection, so you can walk to Union Station in like less than 5 minutes. And you have 1.5 million square feet of office space with the Toronto Star addition, so roughly enough for 10 to 15,000 jobs. And then Menke site directly to the east has an additional 1 million square foot of office space as well. So price-wise, if you're watching this video, sometime after August, these prices probably no longer apply, or some of these units are sold. But for now, prices are starting in the low 9s for 1-bedroom plus dens. So I threw one of my favorite floor plans from an investment perspective on here. The Residence Zone 9, it's a 680 square foot 1-bedroom plus den, north facing, beautiful, unobstructed views of the city skyline if you go high enough. And it's a perfect layout for 1+ den. So a lot of builders are trying to make really small floor plans just to meet affordability. Pinnacle is going the other way with this tower, which rightfully so. It's a luxury build. So they're going with large floor plans. There's no wasted space in this floor plan. It's kind of the perfect layout for a 1+ den. The den's 9 by 10 instead of these little nooks that you're seeing in a lot of recent developments. And priced at $910,000 is actually really quite good. That's less than 1,400 square foot. And if you're active in the pre-construction market, you know that people are paying 1,400 a foot at Empires, Key House, and 199 Church is selling like almost $14.50 a square foot right now. So actually a pretty good deal, all things considered, with what you're getting for that pricing. The Landmark collection is floors 73 through 78. So I should have highlighted that. Typicals are up to floor 67, and then the Landmark units are 73 through 78. And once you go above the 78th, the units get larger once again. So Landmark units start from 1.6 million. They have higher end finishes than the typicals, Gaggenau appliances. So they start at 1.6 million for a 940 square foot 2-bedroom, and they go all the way up to a $3 million south facing unobstructed lake view. All right, so let's talk about the neighborhood a little bit. Just to give you some perspective, the East Waterfront neighborhood in Toronto is the most, I would say, probably the most redeveloping community in the entire city of Toronto, not just from a residential standpoint, but city initiatives as well. So this kind of gives you an idea of where everything's located. I'll go through it on one by one basis here. So that's the red building that just highlighted is Sky Tower. And then those two blue buildings, that would be Prestige and the third phase at One Yonge. The green is the office buildings to the south. Then you have Menke's Sugar Wharf site, which the last few units they have there, the penthouse units are trading somewhere around $1,550, $1,600 a foot. And of course you have the green building there directly to the south. That is the office building, another 1 million square feet of office space. Directly to the east of that, you have the Daniels Lighthouse community. To the east of that, you have Greenland's Lakeside community. And of course, sandwiched in between the two, you have Empire's Key House build. To the east of that and to the south, we have Tridal's Bayside community, which is obviously an end user focused sort of luxury build community. Aqualuna is the final phase of that. And to the north of that, we have what was the plan for Google Sidewalk Labs, which has been canceled. Obviously, some new development is going to come along and take its place. It's just a matter of time. It's a very prime piece of real estate right on the waterfront there. So, you know, time will tell what's going to come there, but I'm sure it'll be something local area amenities, whether it's a residential build with retail or all retail and office space. Something's going to come there that will add to the neighborhood. Then we have the Lower Donlands redevelopment, which is currently the largest recreational redevelopment in all of Canada. To give you just a quick early render here, it's a ton of low to mid-rise builds with a ton of retail space and acres upon acres of recreational space. So this is one of the early renderings of Canoe Cove. I'm sure it'll be many years before Canoe Cove looks this beautiful and lush, but nonetheless, they are moving really quickly on this build. Just to give you an idea, perspective of size. So this recreational park and retail and mid-rise community is about 310 acres, roughly the same size as Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. It's also just a little bit smaller than High Park, so to give you an idea of size. This is the landfill as of, I think this photo was taken 8 or 9 months ago, so they're moving very, very quickly. And then you've got East Harbor. So East Harbor is the baby blue buildings far to the right of the screen. So First Golf recently sold this particular project to Cadillac Fairview for $680 million. CF is the right development team for the job. It's going to move very quickly in their hands, I'm sure. To give you an idea, this is what it looks like. So if you're ever heading up the DVP, you kind of see the East Harbor signs, and that's what it's going to look like down the line. So it is retail and commercial. It is an absolute monster of a commercial build. You're looking at 50 to 70,000 jobs in the area. It'll obviously be high-end office rental, so likely a lot of high-income individuals in this area. It's also a transit hub, so the plan is to have Queens Quay, have streetcar connection to Union. Now, none of this really matters if you're at One Yonge because you have the direct path connection, so you have an advantage over all of these builds. With that said, all of this development that's coming to the East Harbor front is going to help further property values in the area. More restaurants are going to come to the area, more retail, all of the rest of it. And this all helps to aid the growth story for this particular neighborhood in Toronto. And then we also have 3C condos, which I haven't highlighted here, but it's the buildings to the east of where Sidewalk Labs was going to be. 3C condos, once again, you know, thousands upon thousands of units and a ton of retail and office space as well. So if you have any questions about Sky Tower, reach out to me directly, jordan@precondo.ca, or give me a call. I'll be happy to walk you through the development in more details. And if you want to get a unit on hold, just reach out to me directly as well. Thanks for watching and see you next time.